his approaches with back air and forward tilt, I don't really have that big of an issue.
Yeah.
Um, Snake is a little bit of a different story. I know that I can get away with not having to deal with grenade as often as everyone else.
But you have to deal with
Um,
Snake QCQ. CC.
yeah,
Close quarters.
and yeah, and that's it's not a position where I don't like. It's just a position that as a game watch, I'm not really. I'm
Confident
looking
with.
for other stuff, and that's not coming out, and that's to my own fault.
Yeah.
Like I'm wanting him to throw a grenade, even though why would he, kind of thing. Um, I have the same well for because he can kill me pretty early. I have the same fear as if I'm going against DK or Bowser or
Hmm.
anything or any of those matchups that I technically can be winning, but they can kill me super early. I
Yeah.
usually play scared in them, and I know I do. Um, but I'm also pretty new to Game Watch. I've only been playing them for a few months,
Hmm.
so part of that I'm sure is comfortability with it.
Yeah. Who'd you play before that? Out of curiosity.
Um, Start of the season I played Bowser Jr.
Oh.
But before that I was a DK,
Hmm.
so I kind of jumped up a few years.
A few, yeah.
Um,
Did you send me that vibe, by the way? Or...
yeah, sending right now.
Okay.
All right, let me know if you got that. It says it sent.
I want to just match refresh. Oh, there it is.
All right, I can have it up on my side as well.
Yeah. Oh no, it's not virus scan. Hope you're not putting anything on my PC.
It's just the two bots.
That's, what do you mean it's processing?
Shouldn't. I mean, I know it's a Google Drive, but
Hmm.
it shouldn't do anything else.
Yeah, I'm just trying to pull it up so.
Oh, is it still updating? I have no idea.
By the way, we
Hmm.
can. Actually, if it downloads on mine fast enough, I was about to say we could just run it on yours, but it depends on how quick this down. The download bar is acting like it's going fast.
I have that too. Well, mine says it's done, but it's because I have it.
Yeah, but it's.
It's because I have the VODs already.
I hope it's done on your.
I would hope so.
One thing I didn't hear you mention about IC, like general gameplay, yeah. What are you doing? What Game Watch is good tools to separate Nano with?
um, it's weird
Hmm.
because the normal tools that I would use to approach and space out doesn't work on them. Like I can't approach with Nair because if one it creates the hit stun where one of them will fall out eventually before the other one does. Back air is typically my best bet until I get them off stage, and then I'll like up
Hmm.
air a few like to try to separate them. It's weird. I usually have to. I haven't found a really efficient way to separate them. When I was
Hmm.
playing Bowser Jr., I would nair them apart,
Yeah.
but I don't have that. It's weird.
Okay.
Oh, there it goes. I see it.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'll go ahead and stop mine so it saves. All right.
Everything running fine on your end?
Looks like it. Yeah.
Okay. Good. I have not used Windows Media Player in so long.
I hate that they made it to default because I can't edit on it, and it makes me sad.
Hmm.
Is it
I
pause for you or is it playing?
That's playing for me as a pause in my
I
end.
would. Pause for me.
Huh.
But if I can just see where it is, I can just play it on my side at the same
I'm at
time.
12 seconds.
12 seconds.
You're off stage. My preview look. Either way, why I keep defaulting to arrow controls and this is not letting me.
It's not letting you. Yeah, I don't like this new media player. Oh,
Okay.
I can see it. I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah, let me get back to the one. This is gonna be so annoying to actually drag up out of the way. I will say, immediately, the first thing I notice, and this is like a common habit for a lot of people, especially around mid level, landing aerial, your defensive option is spot dodge.
Spot dodge. Yep.
Immediately. That's the first thing you tell me, and that is that's something a lot of good players will punish super hard later in a set. So giving away that data immediately is something you might want to like keep in check.
Okay. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. You'll see that my
Mhm.
defensive habits are not good ones to have, and I know that's the case. I
It's
just
not necessarily a bad habit to have. It's just one that you give away immediately, and that's like that puts a lot of guesswork out of the opponent.
yeah.
You also your neutral seems to be a lot of drift and aerials right now, which is like it's working out for you right now. I don't know, quite know what ICs do against it, but like if they start punishing for it, like honestly just like stay in place, fade back.
Yeah.
It's working out now, so no really need to adjust yet. But
That was supposed to be up B.
oh,
I have that was not supposed to be judgment. Because I think it would have killed at that point if at that close.
if it didn't kill, it would have separated them, and that probably would have gimped them. So yeah.
Yeah.
How good is it match out of bears and stuff?
What?
How good is it match out of like ice block and like berries and stuff?
I
Cause,
don't know actually.
cause I would say like I could tailor advice to like really fast matches or slow matches or like.
I it depends. It's in the moment for me when I play against him is kind of
Yeah.
it depends on where I am. If I'm like mid stage and I don't have anywhere to go, I'll try to mash out to up B.
Yeah.
But if I'm on ledge, I'll let myself fall off so
Oh
I can
yeah.
reset.
Like it's also like a niche like a device to give out just like in case it comes up again.
Yeah, I think you'll see me get frozen on the ledge, and you'll just watch me drop just to reset the the situation, not
The 10
immediately go
second
into
button.
it.
Okay. Realistically, there's not much reason. I went back too far. Oh, there are shortcuts. Control left or right. Only 10 seconds though. Like, there's not really need to roll there. Like,
I don't think that was supposed to be a roll. Go back a little bit because
yeah,
sometimes I try to throw too fast.
yeah. You looks like you shield and then roll. So
Yeah, I think I was trying to go for a grab.
yeah, which
Um,
in that case you weren't facing them anyway. So like working the drop
yeah,
shield turnaround grab, which is a
but no, yeah,
disgusting mix up. Like watch any of Gina Rogers sets. They do that shit so much and like it's so good.
but
Either
I
way,
mean,
like realistically, what are they threatening you with? Facing away from you in shield, like a rising back air, an up smash maybe, neither of which you're too scared of. Like, there's no really need to cross them up here. Just keep the pressure
yeah,
on.
up tilt doesn't scoop me from there, and I
It's
could shield
also
in time.
tilts out of shield. Like Icy's frame data is like
Icy's Fortel's their worst move, isn't it? Like it
Icy's
doesn't
up
do
tilt.
anything
That's
for them.
frame 8 startup. So with 11 frames, that's frame 19 out of shield. They are not hitting you with that. And
No.
the backswing of up smash, they have to go for all of that. Like realistically, all you're scared of is like a rising nair maybe, and like
What about F tilt? F tilt doesn't do anything for them, but frame data wise,
thing is before you let's go back 10 seconds because this is all it wants to do. But
that's all I'll let you do. Yeah,
if it'll even play, not goodness.
there it is. You'll see me dare a lot, and I know I
Yeah,
gotta stop it.
it's Game and Watch. To be fair, not many people are gonna be punishing it, but yeah, if like right here, like they're facing to the right. You're on the left. There's really no need to roll at all. Like they can't really like do anything without dropping chill, turning around.
True. It definitely seemed like a panic. Like I was
Yeah,
afraid that they're gonna.
which like yeah, that roll is the only reason you lost the stock there. Game and Watch moment, Jesus.
I stopped doing that recently. Well,
Hmm.
as often. I'll do it sometimes if people don't know.
I mean, yeah, people if he
Um,
gets away with it.
yeah. But he's like, I'm so glad you stopped doing that. Like you started punishing it. I can't do it anymore.
Hmm.
I noticed that he likes the ice block, and I just get extra
Yeah.
time with back here.
Okay. Use an advantage. I personally would have gone off stage here. Like 10 seconds, is probably exactly fine. Yeah, I was like right here. Just drop off Nair. Either way, you hit one of the climbers with the when they pull him up, and like that either separates or you just keep resetting.
Yeah, that's a. You'll see me do that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that right there was a player read more than
Ah,
Anthony because he loves the side beat in that height. So I was kind of try to catch
okay.
the whatever squall hammer,
Right.
but
Yes, right to the sequence.
I don't know why I did.
Yeah. The dare's not my problem. Right here, they're separated. Your goals, do not let them get back together. Drop through the plat, like hit Nana, hit Popo, whichever one you decide to do. Doesn't really matter much. Popo's a bit easier to hit. Just like
Hmm.
stay between them. Your Nair's probably insane for this. Just guessing off Game & Watch's moves. Like stay between them and rack as much damage on them as possible. It's like
Yeah,
you staying on the platform just like killed your whole advantage state, which you had a
if
great
I
one.
if I get them separated and I nair train one of them, it's really good
Yeah.
because they can't contest me. But yeah, I got to start doing that more often.
Mm-hmm. Like low key, you get out of that situation a lot better than you should have off that plat. But like either way, like you should have been. One of these climbers should have been dead realistically.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, like that up B was insane. Like just go out there, just like hit them, because realistically, ICs aren't gonna be reversing you off stage. They don't really care that. Can't do that.
Yeah. And what little offstage pressure that they have, like a skull hammer, I can just back air.
Yeah, it's
I
like
can chill.
at worst they soul read you for a reversal fair, and the other things like you're gonna get hit back to stage. I think that's true regardless, but in general, you can be like hard SDIing these up tilts up, and like you can get out of a lot of it. Actually, low key, you're light enough. That might have gotten you out if your SDI is good enough.
I SDI is something I've been working on. It
Mm-hmm.
is not something that's inherently natural for me to do.
It's not, yeah. You're, just that's just in general.
Yeah.
Goodness, I think I saw lightning flash on my end. Jesus.
Yeah.
Now you're in the icy splendor, but realistically, not too much you can do about it. Just kind of like
I
wait for it to end and then just like play the life situation.
yeah, I was just trying to get to the ledge.
Yeah,
Just
that's smart. Wait, that hits one climber? That's actually
not always, but it can.
that's actually disgusting. Because that's a free
I think
separation.
I don't know if it was this time we played or at Fears, but
Mhm.
did I did up B the Nana and it cut off his side B and I won the set from it.
Yeah.
One thing I like doing when he's doing I think I'll do it this set
Mhm.
is if he's using Blizzard a lot in a chain, I will bucket it
Oh,
purely for the invincibility
yeah.
frames and it's frame 2, so I'll just release it and get them off me. Like it doesn't kill, but it's a good way to get them off of me.
Yeah, it's a good deterrent for sure. Like
That
that.
yeah, exactly like that.
Okay, you won the game. What bands are you thinking?
I always ban FD.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good.
I like platforms. Game Watch likes platforms. I don't really get much off of it. And then I think for him I ban Smashville so I don't
Yeah.
get Blizzard Camp underneath platform.
Yeah, and then small stage against Game and Watch. Yeah. So yeah, we're thinking good. It's also Icy's on FD. Jesus.
Yeah. Well, FD is my first ban regardless of who I
Yeah.
play. Um, which is nice to have people who like that stage. I can get away with not going to.
Mhm.
Um, I will typically ban Smashville if I'm not sure on character specifics,
Mhm.
just because I like the extra platforms and the extra space the other stage gets to give me.
That's sick. That edge guard is actually so clean. Especially if they swap to Popo like right
It,
like you decided to opt for Popo like right there like
And I think I know what happens.
Oh, oh, there's not much time left in this VOD. This is gonna be some shenanigans. Because realistically, what does solo climber do? He's just walling back errors. Oh,
Yeah, not much unless I play it wrong.
yeah, it's like that's
Which
on a point of you messing up.
yeah, which I mean it happens for me a lot. Like I will choke these situations, but this is a really good spot to be in,
Mhm.
and that's where yep.
Yeah, remember when I pointed out those drifting aerials a lot earlier?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's where it came back to bite me.
yeah. Just like, just don't like. You're not gonna realistically hit. They can react to you falling that fast. Down there.
Yeah. Nair is so hard to get started on ice climbers. I think I've only
Hmm.
like done the loops like a handful of times.
Have you ever thought
Also,
about like near grab? I don't know if Game Watch's grabs have any like residual hitboxes.
they don't have invincibility, so if I grab a climber and they last so long, the other one
Yeah.
always will hit me. And
that drag
that's
down's disgusting. What?
yeah, drag down on ice climbers, especially if I only get one of them, is super fun or
Mhm.
super good for me. So now I kind of just have the advantage. I can just push
Yeah, because I
forward.
was wondering most of why you weren't grabbing. What if Game Watch's grabs don't have any like secondary hitboxes? That explains a lot.
It was a habit I had to break against him because
Yeah.
I do like grabbing with Game Watch. But it's just it's not reasonable against ice climbers.
Yeah,
It's
like
they're too slow.
yeah, your character needs like hitboxes on the grabs to actually make it worth. Otherwise, it's like oh,
I think I could have actually held that and got the pan hitbox.
possibly.
But
But it just
I got
I mean, otherwise you're more than fine. Like
yeah. I think I just yeah. There's that
yeah,
one.
yeah, that is good. Like realistically, shit matchup for Ice is probably in like all you really need to do is like just like be more aware of like what your opponent can realistically do because there's a few times like hey those don't really need to be defensive here what are they gonna do and then drift in
Yeah,
aerials be the death of half the players I vouched before I'm gonna be real.
I yeah I feel it, especially when someone can consistently punish my options. It's
Hmm.
I definitely feel it, but I'm also I don't know how to adjust for it. Like I don't know what options to change up because approaching back air and air is really good for me, and then
I mean
everyone's like, "I'll
you
play more
don't
grounded." And they,
I mean you don't even necessarily have to approach with it you just do them in place or fade back with them like not necessarily
okay,
even play more grounded.
that's hard. I get that, and I've been trying to work on it. But for me, in my head, it clicked
Hmm.
recently, so I do get it now, and I have been implementing it. But in my head, initially, when people are like, "Just don't approach with it and do it in place," and in my head, I'm like, "Well, that doesn't hurt them. That doesn't like do anything
The
for
thing is
me or them."
not necessarily thing is, if you're already positioned to where the aerial's setting up good pressure for you, you don't have to adjust further. Like adjust yourself before you even like commit to the aerial, and then like you can do them in place for free.
Okay, yeah. I, there was a set I don't remember what set I was playing, but there was a set where it kind of just clicked for me, and I understood what people meant afterwards. It's still a work in progress, but
Yeah,
I do get the concept now of it.
because the thing with your drift and aerials, you're putting the steps of positioning and pressuring in the same step. Meanwhile, like if you position yourself first, you have the luxury of I don't need to do this at the same time. I don't need to take the extra commitment. I can now just do this aerial in place and have the same pressure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And with Nair, it's so disjointed.
Yeah,
Back air too, but
both of them.
Nair's a lot safer. Um, the fish goes out so far, I really don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, now going into this matchup, what are you thinking? I know you mentioned you don't really care about grenades. But what are you thinking? Like strong strengths, weaknesses. What are you looking out for going
um,
into this set right here?
at this point, right now, me and Collateral set count is now it's 3-2 because
Hmm.
he beat me at last Vandy. Um, if I know, I don't know if I knew this at this point, but I know now. If I just wait for his approach options, I can punish them pretty easily.
Yeah.
And he was giving me tips where like I can mash up B out of shield because he doesn't realistically have anything to contest me in the air.
Yeah. It was like
Um,
it was a little
at
good.
this point, I don't know if I knew that, and I think I was just playing scared of up tilt basically and scared of grab. And then I still have this problem where
Do you not
I'll
crouch?
see.
Do you not crouch Snake's grab?
I
Because
don't know if I
I
can.
know Weefa does, and your crouch isn't too much higher than mine.
I've never tried it. I know. I know I can crouch under electric if that's like the same height kind of
I don't know if it's
situation.
I don't know if it's similar height, but like Loki, like if you can, as someone who crouches under a lot of grabs in my characters, it's a game changer because it like removes a lot of their options, or at least they have to be a lot more cautious going for them.
I I've been doing that a lot against Diddy recently, where I'll just crouch under banana throw and punish them for it.
Yeah, because like
I might see which grabs I can crouch under.
if he runs up whiffs a grab when you're crouching, that's an immediate up B or on Loki, maybe even. What frame?
I might get down tilt off that. What's my down tilt?
You're down to frame
Frame.
6. Yeah, that's definitely a punish there. But like,
And
I was
that thing hurts
frame
too.
21. Yeah. What? Actually, I'm curious. Snake grab 34 frames landing lag. 25 frames of end lag. Low key, low key.
It might have to be the startup hitbox, but I might be able to get away with that.
Yeah, low key.
At low percents, that combos into Nair. Hold on.
If you crouch snake grab.
My favorite combo in the game is forward air up smash Nair. So I'm hold on, I have the game open.
But like,
Right.
it's probably gonna be sour spot in this case, but like definitely this though. Like if you crouch just grab, crouch down smash, that's definitely a punish.
Yeah, true. If it's close enough, I might be able to send him off stage with that.
And then like
Up tilt for kill though.
if he whiffs a dash grab, that's a free ass punish. Anyway.
True. Down tilt does so much damage for me. If they're like at 100 and if I'm like like near where the platforms are for PS2, I might just rip it down tilt. It
Yeah.
it might kill. I know it kills earlier than Sour Spot forward smash does.
Anyway.
I'm gonna test those grab limits actually after this.
I didn't realize, wait, that's actually such a funny option. But hold on.
That's a great idea. I never thought I knew about whipping moves like electric and banana. I never thought about grab.
No, because like, I figure Wii Fit crouches a lot of them, and your crouch is not too much higher than mine. So
It's not even a hard concept for me to adjust because I do it with Puff and Melee all the time.
mm-hmm.
So,
oh my god, it just is crouch canceling virtually.
I can just crouch under Mars grab and rest them. Instead of rest, it's up smash into Nair at 0%.
Or even high percent. Like he's going for like down throw stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Also, what was it? What is you thinking stage wise? Because generally Snake on PS2, a lot of characters don't want that, and I'm trying to think. I don't know enough about Gil stage selection if you're one of the ones who do not.
We just gentlemen to there.
Yeah.
I honestly I know that he likes Battlefield. Well, I think he likes Battlefield. He tells me he likes Battlefield. But I like Battlefield too,
Yeah,
so I don't
I feel
mind going there.
I feel like low-key, the reason Snake's good on PS2, aside from it being long and big, is like, gamers just don't really care about, because it's all grenade and C4 players, so that might be a fine stage for you.
Yeah, and I don't really. The only stage that I will refuse to take him to is
Single player,
Smashville.
yeah.
Smashville, just because I don't know if I. Well, we don't have hollow matches, so it doesn't matter. But I don't know if I mean I can bucket C4 and grenades obviously, but if he has me in like retreating into the plat, then I don't know if I can react well enough or have time to react in general. So I just kind of like alleviate that option.
Yeah.
And just take it out. And then obviously, I don't know if FD's good for Snake, but I dislike it enough for it. That doesn't really matter to me.
Leslie will disagree with me, but I personally think, and I know a lot of people who agree with me, like who also play Snake, that it's his worst stage in most matchups.
Okay.
Because like Snake gets a lot of fuck ton off plats, but Loki again, if you don't care about grenades on C4, he might not. But like, and like he cannot land for the life of him. And that's the aspect you might care about, because like
I might leave FD open.
Game and Watch juggling kind of go insane, and Snake's landing does not.
Yeah, you won't see me capitalize that off that much right now.
Yeah.
Leslie sat down and talked to me about how to go about handling Snake's disadvantage last Friday at Vanderbilt. But at this point, I think this is
Yeah.
our second game together. So I beat him at Gun Dash because
Hmm.
he ST'd, and then I broke Cypher at
Also,
20%.
like you're fine against some players. Don't immediately run to the corner against Snake. Like even Game Watch himself, he probably cares about Snake sledge trapping at least a little bit.
Yeah, I think I do that a lot for
Hmm.
all my characters. I think
Yeah.
that's a habit for me, Mecha Koopa, trying to like go back, get Mecha Koopa on the ground, and then start the game.
Smart awareness of the sticky. I don't know why he detonated it when you're holding bucket, but like the situation right here, like Leslie has a big habit of pulling grenades, like and like just slightly out of neutral. If you,
Yeah,
it is if you just did it in place here instead of drifting in, you would have like just outspaced that grenade right there. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like you're already in a position where this backer is threatening shield, threatening defensive options. You don't really need to drift in here,
yeah, I see what you mean. Because I could have worked my way around the grenade and then pressure shield
or just like outspace it.
or outspace it. Yeah,
Also,
I
this is a
I wasn't ready. Go ahead,
yeah,
go ahead.
this is a huge part where drift in areas are bad because like rising. If we will get back to it, rising cross ups, even not in parry, even if you just shielded it, they are pretty punishable by a lot of characters in this game. So if you just like
Yeah,
whiff something like that and you don't time your cross up well at all, you will be eating a lot of damage that you realistically have safe pressure already set up for previously.
yeah,
Do
I
you
agree.
hear
And
me?
I wasn't ready for that C4 to hit. I
Yeah,
didn't think
no,
that was
neither,
gonna
neither was I.
hit. I thought I was fine. I have to go for up air more. I don't use I
It's good.
use up air so little, and it's such a good move.
Something that Arizona Gamer Watches did a lot against me and well against everyone because it's very common mix-up. They would play the up air juggling game, especially on like triplats or like even stages like PS2 where they would hop the plats, and then like when they condition for the up air, they will wait on an air dodge and just nair because nair's the kill move there, and they're just like you get so much damage, you're still scared of taking more up airs, so you just kill them with nair. It's
When I
such a
remember to juggle with it, I do that.
it's
But I don't know
disgusting.
why. I don't know why it's so hard for me a concept for me just to think about just up air
Hmm.
because I wait for them to land, but I'm game and watch. Why?
I
I
mean,
don't
yeah, you
need
don't have
to.
to necessarily wait. You could just like
Yeah,
up air force they either take the hit or they nair dodge, which like puts them in another 50-50, and then like you
yeah.
fastball or continue the pressure. It's like you're still realistically you can throw that up air for free, especially against a character like Snake. What is he doing against it?
Uh, not much.
Yeah,
I
exactly,
mean, his best
exactly.
his best option is the grenade, but my
Yeah,
up air
his
doesn't care about
best
grenade.
option is to nair dodge and put himself in another 50-50.
Yeah, yeah, that's something I gotta work on with not just against Snake, but like
Hmm.
all characters, where I have to get better with juggling, and I feel like I'm missing out a lot of percent
Yeah,
just from that. And I got scared. I got scared of up tilt, and it
yeah.
didn't matter because I still died to it.
This is something Varun taught me, and something I still carry to everyone. Look at your. Think of how do you die in this situation? Realistically, the only way you die from center stage here is a raw smash attack read, not even down smash, or up tilt. You
Yeah,
put yourself in the one situation you die. Like even something like even a verbal reminder out loud to yourself is like up tilt is how I die here, and then like to avoid that one specific thing, even if you take less damage, you still have the stock.
because even if he grabbed me, what does he get?
Yeah, he
Because
gets
four tilt doesn't work on game watch, and I'm not even at the percent for
yeah
that.
like he gets a chance to read you is what he gets. Especially
Yeah,
yeah with an air dodge this high because he can
I
just
was aiming.
yeah,
Yeah, that was
he can react to that air dodge.
100%.
So yeah, just keep an eye on like how do you lose it? How can you lose a stock and avoid that?
When they're coming down from Angel platform, that's when I am most scared and
Hmm.
know least
Yeah,
about what to do.
that's what I'm saying. Like if you don't know what to do, think immediately how can I lose a stock here, and avoid that at all costs. You can take a little bit more
Okay,
damage. You can like because like realistically, if you have a stock lead, damage doesn't matter.
True.
Just
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
keep it mental. Like, how are you taking my stock here? I'm gonna avoid that. Anything else is fine.
All right.
I'm also noticing. Is there a reason you're like floating above Snake so much?
Um, I don't know. I don't know. I think this just I don't know what to do. This is way before I knew how to fight
Yeah.
Snake
Cause
in general, but like I didn't know what to do, and I am comfortable in the air,
yeah.
whether it's good or not for me.
It's not
I'm
necessarily.
most
It's not necessarily bad. It was most of what you were saying about the drifting areas. Like, what does it accomplish for you? Like, if
yeah.
anything, you're calling out Leslie's lack of patience by getting him to whiff a big button, and like Leslie's not really the type of player to do that, and he hasn't really shown you that he is. Oh,
No, I'm ready for it. I think he gets me. Yeah.
yeah. I do expect the attempt to run and Adam to get him to detonate himself too.
I I was trying to get it on him, but as soon as I saw him detonate, I'm like, okay. I mean, I lose the stock here, but he takes a big chunk.
I know there's no sound on this recording. It's the sound on the setup.
Yes, there is
Okay.
sound on the setup.
React to the audio cue for that because it's decently reactable. I don't remember the exact frame data for it, and that Ultimate Frame does hard with audio cues. But like, learn the audio reaction for it, and realistically, you shouldn't be as scared of it if you're not just putting yourself in lag for no reason.
Okay, okay. Yeah, because I mean, if I lift bucket, it's pretty punchable.
Yeah.
But okay, I'll try to use the audio for that. I think I did grab. It blew up. Yeah, I was gonna say sometimes on certain characters I'll just grab the explosive and
Yeah.
run off.
I mean, yeah, just take a bucket. Let's
Yeah,
see. What does he set up here? Oh,
yeah.
did you get hit by a grenade to take a bucket?
I absorbed the
Oh,
grenade,
that was
which
the.
forced my bucket to go away
Yeah,
because
that
it
was
was
actually
full.
really smart from Leslie.
Yeah, that was really good. He baited me and I fell
Yeah.
for it. He did that to me at Vanderbilt too.
Hmm.
Um, but I was trying to reflect. I was trying to reflect up B, and I absorbed or his up smash. I absorbed it. I didn't know I could absorb it at
Yeah.
all. So I went to go reflect another one, and I just spit it out. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that's not what I wanted.
Honestly, though, like, well, in this situation, like, you could just probably just up B away and just avoid this whole setup. Cause like,
Yeah,
worst that happens, like, you have to play the mix up of lane against Snake up tilt, which like, you just
I
drift
got
further and
greedy for
further
the
away.
bucket.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, the what I was thinking here was like if I get bucket and then he's at 130, I can forward tilt him, take the stock, and then I play the bucket game
And
for the
then you
rest of the
like
game.
nair bucket, down throw nair bucket. You do anything.
Yeah, like I can do whatever I want and it will kill. And then he was like,
Yeah.
he wants bucket,
The
and then
thing,
he called me out.
yeah. The thing is, you have to actually get out of the situation before you can play this game. So,
Yeah,
what did he ban?
he banned. I don't remember what he banned. I think FD was one of his bans,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Oh,
think
he
he
started banning
banned
FD now.
Kalos. I think was his other one.
Callus makes sense.
He left Battlefield Open, and I got excited because everyone bans it against me.
I mean, yeah,
Rightfully so.
rightfully
Rightfully
so.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't blame them, but like I want to go to the stage sometimes.
So yeah, you probably yeah. I'm assuming this is the best option you get because I don't know many more stages better than Game Watch than Battlefield. Can you not react to the DI here, or the, well, I guess SCI in this case. Like he is hard, like
Uh,
DI to the left. Like, could you not just react to that and follow? Because you can tell.
I don't look for it to be
Oh,
honest.
I would start looking for
As
that then, because you're dropping a lot of damage that would otherwise might be at like
yeah,
50, 60 right now if you had actually followed off.
I was surprised that didn't hit. I was really caught off guard that
Yeah,
that forward
the
air
bomb. Yeah.
did hit.
Yeah. Good discipline there, because that was probably the most obvious tomahawk from Leslie.
I thought that reach. I was I was like, get off me. Again, this is showing my like I don't know what he
Yeah.
wants kind of
I mean,
thing.
yeah, like stuff like this was talking about. It's not necessarily a juggle situation. This is like more of the stuff I was talking about earlier. Like you, you force the option with the bear, and then you continue the pressure with the bear. You had the stock. You just miss space. So
Yeah.
like more stuff like that, but like vertically, like you're doing the same stuff conceptually. I will say you are mixing up your fall timings with the Bears decently well. Like your drift like needs work, but like the timing mix-ups are still also like very vital, and you're doing that well. Good catch. You died to up tilt here, and like not much else realistically.
Yep.
Stock loss conditions. Stock loss conditions. Even just asking yourself, how do I die here, has been enough for me sometimes.
I'm gonna definitely have to start doing that because in that downtime where they have invincibility and I don't, that's when I panic and die the most
Mm-hmm.
because I'm too scared. Like I don't know what to do. Like I know I can stay in the air and be fine, but then I
Oh
gotta
god.
land.
Taking
So
a lot of
I
damage here, why?
think a lot of his well dash
Uh,
attack. He hits me a lot with dash attack.
oh, I see. You're mashing landing options out your ass right now. Let's move. You whiff the back air, whiff the up air, landing there, landing fair, up B's fine because you game and watch. Whiff a grab, landing down air, run off plat laner, landing air dodge.
Yeah.
You're mashing right now.
Yeah, I definitely am.
Which like, it's fine. It's fine to like occasionally do it, but like, make sure like you just notice. Oh, okay, why am I taking a lot of damage? Well,
Yeah,
because a
and
lot of that was just snowball because you were just pressing so many landing buttons out of his stun.
yeah, and then he got me with the roll to avoid grenade, and then he
Mm-hmm.
up tilted me.
That really didn't break Cypher. It's crazy.
It has to be the spike hitbox. I'm pretty sure.
I thought Damage Key did this enough damage anyways.
I don't know. Sometimes it breaks and sometimes it doesn't,
Mm-hmm.
and I still don't know. I all I know is that it works consistently when I spike him with
Yeah. Well, well,
it.
I guess sometimes he just gives you a pity stock.
Okay. In my head, right? I know up tilt for Game Watch is horrendously bad.
No, I was just talking. Oh, neat. That's good to know.
It's so bad. Because you can crouch under it, you can like barely move out of the way and get it. But in my head, I'm like, because this setup right here is how I beat him in Gun Dash to take the set. I up tilted, I back air, up beat.
Mm-hmm.
And when he dashed at the ledge, in my mind, I was like, I have that combo again. But this time I was like, I was going to wait on the up B to try to hold off his jump, but it whiffed,
Yeah.
and my heart broke. I'm like, I'm so dead
Yeah.
now. I
Stuff
don't.
like that's just it happens. It's like not necessarily most fights like Loki. Like if he didn't crouch, like you're fine. Like it's just like
Yeah,
stuff like that happens. You just gotta take it and move on. Don't be too sad about it. Just play the game in front of you.
I don't know why. Okay, I don't know what happened there. I don't know why I threw him off stage. And looking back at that, I was underneath platform at
Yeah, like
zero. Why did I just not nair him? Like, take him up the
because like
platforms.
I mean I guess. Oh really? He pulled a grenade there? That's
Yeah,
crazy. I was expecting this is the most obvious like panic high up B because Snake doesn't want to get cheese, but like grenade that was crazy. I still don't know why I did that. But yeah, I just throw him on the plat there. Situation was just
yeah,
better awareness. Like realistically, you're making this an even game if you threw him on the plat there.
yeah. Like I guess my mind, like looking back, I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm assuming I was thinking about I'm just going to like break Cipher and kill him early kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but like
Even
realistically, I
yeah,
get 40-50% from just down throwing right here.
even then though, I went back a bit too far. You back from here? Well, if he upbeats here, which is like every snake, but Leslie apparently in this is probably gonna up here. You realistically you would hop on the plat and like go for a back there. You can't really like do much more than you would have from the plat anyways. It would be in the same situation. It's like
Yeah,
he's going too high to realistically break Cypher there. So yeah, just like better situation. situational
I
awareness
didn't
there.
know he could jump. I didn't know he could double jump with. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but it looks weird. Like I didn't think he could
Oh,
double jump with a grenade in hand.
yeah. Assume y'all run it back.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure we. I'm pretty sure we do Battlefield the rest of the.
understandable. Yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't know where else I have to go. Like that's I like the stage
It's
for
like,
me,
wow, I get my best stage. That's crazy.
and I don't have to deal with grenades as often. I should have grabbed. That was such an obvious grab too.
I will say the way Leslie's playing, he is prioritizing stage control because like, watch this like first like bit of the game, but he is like maintaining this ground, this center stage, this entire thing, and
Yeah,
you really don't do anything to try to peel him off, which like depends on how defensive you're playing. Which judging by the previous games, you aren't. I'm gonna be real, so it's fine.
yeah,
But like, if he's doing that, like, if you don't want to approach him, you don't have to. Or like, if you need, like, the thing is like, it depends on what your goal is here. If you want to actually pressure him, you need to get him out of this like little area. You need to actually do something. But
hmm
what is what is Snake doing against Game Watch hard camping? Honest, I'm gonna be like,
not much.
it might sound degenerate. It might like be scummy, but what is he doing? What is he doing against
No,
it?
and I had that epiphany last Wednesday because I went to Premiere and I played against Zeus the Samus player there,
Mhm.
um and going into that I know he beat me the last few times we played, and it's because I kept getting ledge trapped and I kept getting forward aired off stage and I
Yeah.
dying early and stuff. So I went into this as like, okay, what does Samus do against me at the other side of the stage? So all three of our games went to time almost.
Yeah.
Less than a minute, and I just would stand on the other side. And if he charged a little, I let him charge. If he threw a missile at me, I just reflect missile back at him
Yeah.
until he approached. And I took a game, and I choked. I missed.
Oh.
I whipped hard, and I got
Mhm.
killed for it. But that was the most mentally exhausting game I've ever played.
Oh,
Was
timing
just
people
standing.
out is a lot more like taxing than people give credit for.
Yeah. Um, but I tried. I started off doing that against Leslie at
Hmm.
Vanderbilt at Friday, and it was working. And he even said like you're making me impatient. I didn't want to wait there.
Yeah.
But then he placed C4 at the bottom, and I got greedy, and then it
Yeah.
snowballed.
Although low key here, like I like to drift back. Leslie has not been threatening this top line at all. You could have just keyed here and like land faster, and just like get back to neutral.
Yeah,
Which like it's a disgusting mix up that Game Watch has. Like why? But
it is. I'm scared of that top platform as a game watching for Snake purely because how I play Snake
hmm.
is I will sticky people up there a lot,
Yeah. Then again,
and
like
and
yes, it's something you need
uh
to be like scared of. But until they show they're gonna threaten that, you really don't need to be
just
scared of it.
yeah, like it, yeah.
It's
So
also
like
what is your opponent giving you? Like Leslie's just not really trying to contest the top lot yet.
yeah, that's true. He's kind of just giving it to me. Yeah, I guess I should abuse it until they won't let me abuse it.
Yeah, that's like a lot of things in this game. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, just yeah. I think I could have puppy. I think I tried to do a different option there.
I assume that was just a misinput down tilt there.
Yeah, that
Where
was.
is he? Where is the C4? Is it on the right plat? Yeah, that's it. Oh, it's on stage. Never mind. Okay, you're forced into a regrab there, but like Leslie was not looking at the screen, but we get away with it. So
He was too worried about projectiles, and I think I noticed that at the time. Um,
yeah, he's playing way too safe, which that's hard to directly combat. But the thing playing that style does it gives you a lot more positional openings, and what that does is turns into direct openings later because they have less room to play safe with.
yeah,
Are all these judgments like most of these judgments intentional? Out of curiosity.
that one was
Okay.
yes. Um, on platforms like that, especially if you see me naring their shield,
Hmm.
I will go for it because 3 and 9 break shield, and I just kill them for free
I didn't
if
realize
I get it.
nine straight shield too.
Nine does about the same amount of shield pressure as 3 does.
Goodness.
It's a little less safe on shield because if 3 has instant recovery, 9
Yeah.
doesn't. But if it breaks, that extra time doesn't matter. So, and I tell a lot of people, I will go for judgments seriously. Like
Yeah.
I believe that they can be used as an
Oh,
actual tool in the kit and not
definitely. Yeah.
just for like GIMP RNG kind of thing. And there's been a few people who be like, "Why are you going for nines there?" I'm like, "Because it's a legit. I wasted that. I didn't know I had full bucket."
Yeah. Which
Um,
again, like same as others, just be more aware of like what's happening in the
yeah.
game.
That's just me not knowing that C4 gave three charges,
I
which I know now.
yeah.
um, but yeah, I'll tell people like I'm not going for nines to disrespect. Like I think it can be a legitimate option if I
Yeah.
can't really get anything else out of it. Low berries for me, like if I get down smash super early, I might as well just
I mean, yeah.
jump side B kind of thing.
Because like, what else are you really realistically getting?
I maybe
Yeah.
lose 12%,
Yeah.
but like
It's like
I
you
get
get more.
apples, I get not off stage pressure, I can
Yeah.
get a lot of stuff from that.
Exactly.
If I get three, I get tech chase, which is my favorite. Three is my favorite number to get. I love it. I think this
Okay, C4's on your foot, by the way. I don't know why. I would have detonated that shit as soon as I saw the up B, and then you cover personally.
this was sick.
Yeah.
It didn't kill, but that was sick.
Does up B not reach here after the F tilt?
No, it does not.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah, it does not. Um, which I'm surprised I still didn't go for because I will let it rip like that.
Yeah.
But I do know that does not
I
reach.
mean, yeah. Again, he also has to be ready to punish it, which he's also shown that he doesn't quite know how to punish Skelpie directly. I also don't know if Snake can like get high enough to. Can he get high enough to punish it like immediately?
Immediately, no. But if he tries to read my landing on platform,
Yeah,
that's where he can get a
because
lot out
that's
of it.
like what the mix up is. Like, I know Weefit can get up there and up air if I'm ready for it, but like, okay, okay. Bans. You mentioned like you ban FD normally and then like
I
don't
did
super play
FD
FD
Smashville
Smashville.
here.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
So I assume y'all
Again, I
graded.
didn't want the platform to be a hindrance for me.
I'm wondering why Leslie didn't take you to small personally, but like if y'all are gonna do. Oh.
Oh, he did. Never mind. I thought we did all. Oh, never mind again.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say like
Okay.
biplats, Floki. Honestly, against Snake, you might want to ban Smashville and one of the biplats, whichever one you feel less confident on. Because I don't,
Um.
especially you mentioned Leslie banned FD, right?
Yeah, he did.
Like unless they are mind gaming the fuck out of you, which in that case, honestly, they just got it at that point. If they ban a stage, you don't need to ban it. You don't need to ban it as
Yeah.
well. Just leave it
No.
open.
Yeah, that's
Don't
true.
waste a ban.
Yeah, if I notice people banning, I do that a lot. Like I'll hear people ban a stage that I don't want to take them to, and then I ban it right afterwards. I need to. Yeah, I should use my
Like
bans a little better.
unless you're like Mario banning FD, like cases like that, like don't waste a ban like that.
Yeah, that's true. Because I definitely could have taken. I would have left PS2 open anyways because
Hmm.
I prefer PS2 over small battlefield
Yeah.
just because of the size.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, that could
Yeah,
have
I was
helped
just
my
saying like Smashville and
confidence.
whichever biplat you feel less confident on probably.
Yeah. It depends on my character. Like if I'm playing Greninja or DK, I'll prefer small battlefield. But if
Yeah.
I'm playing a character that I don't mind playing more passive than like camping, like
Oh,
Game Watch, then I'll ban.
I meant more so in this matchup in particular, because like
Oh, this matchup,
yeah, like you
yeah, I prefer PS2. I think I
like
still prefer
yeah
PS2.
you want Smashville and one of the biplats gone for sure.
Yeah, I think I like the space, since especially since I don't have to deal with
Yeah, you don't have to
grenades
deal with
as
Snake.
much. I can use that space
Yeah.
better than other characters could. I think if I which I won't, but if I went DK against him, which is my secondary, I probably would have banned PS2 instead, or
Makes
I would
sense, but
prefer.
like Loki choosing him with DKO on PS2 would have been so funny.
I I might next time.
Immediately, well, first thing's the drift and fair, which he wasn't ready for. But immediately, like second interaction, you see him dash back, ready for your drift in aerial. This is
Yeah,
your sign he's adapted. You need to mix it up more. Like
yeah,
how you mix it
true.
up is your prerogative, what he's dealing with, but like him making a hard not so much hard, like a soft call out like that, he's adapted to you. He's adapted to
Yeah.
these drift and aerials.
If you go back to the start of this round, that dash attack he's done every time,
Yeah.
and he's done every set since then that we played. And
No,
I started grabbing it, but
trust me, there are very few people who mix up the openings in this game.
I've noticed he will always dash attack me, and who is it? There's a cloud player who will always immediately blade beam me.
Hmm.
I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna bucket this.
Yeah.
I don't care. But yeah, I started to really call him out on that dash attack.
Hmm.
But
This
yeah, I've noticed that he always will open with dash attack.
I've been harping on you for drifting in and stuff. Loki, this one would have been a perfect time too, because like realistically, all he can do is pull a grenade in defense. Like you still keep up the pressure. You like reset on that plat or fall through it. Like you're still an advantage. Like no need to
I
reset to
didn't
neutral
think
here.
I didn't think he would. I had anything that would reach him though, so I
The
down
thing
aired
is,
to get to him faster.
you don't have to reach him, but like you don't have to drift back with this down air either. Like you just
Okay.
drift forward. Like you're still keeping on the pressure. You just like positionally like pressure him there. Like you don't have to like hit him or anything, but he does have to do an option if you keep moving there because you're threatening something.
Yeah.
And plus, you're also just in a better position to hit him later because that grenade pull you definitely could have punished if you were there.
True. True. And then I do that because like when I see him pull grenade, I'm like, this is my chance to get it. I gotta
Yeah,
stop thinking about it like that. It should be more like if the opportunity, like if it comes to me, that's one thing.
yeah,
But if he's just gonna keep throwing it away, I should just keep walking forward because what is he gonna do otherwise?
yeah. Oh, that was very
I
unfortunate lack
I
of
had my
grab.
back. If I have
Yeah,
beaten towards the stage, which I think I was trying to drift back into, but yeah,
you
it
were.
doesn't snap to ledge.
That
That
really hit. That
hit.
was
That
crazy.
hit.
That's crazy. Let's look at that again.
That hit. There's no way.
No shot.
Wait, wait, hold on. I'm
Okay,
gonna. I'm gonna.
that's a frame a hit, so that makes a little more sense.
I'm,
This is a funnier screenshot though.
yeah, I'm screenshotting that and sending it to Leslie. Fair and balanced character.
Like this makes sense. This is a frame a hit on. That makes sense. This is funny.
I sent him the screenshot. I was like, I'm just a better player, obviously.
Okay.
That's so stupid.
Also, something about this he burned his jump immediately.
Yeah, and I
Did you?
noticed it too.
Okay, you did.
I
I was
think
about
I
to say,
think
did you notice
yeah.
it? Is the thing because if you didn't, pay attention to that stuff because you should have killed him realistically.
I if there's one point in my game that I want to be known for is I want to be really really good at edge guarding.
Hmm.
I played Puff and Melee. I played Charizard was a little slower in here, but I played Charizard in 4, and I will always go out there and contest their recoveries. And that's why I like Game and Watch so much in this game is that I have
Yeah,
the tools. I
you
have
have
like
one of the best edge guarding in the game.
I have back air. I have up B. I can make it back from pretty much anywhere.
Also,
Um,
curious question: why don't you up B here instead of going for another back air? Realistically.
I will. Back air doesn't break Cipher. I was trying to break Cipher,
Ah, right.
and I was too high for down air, so I was
Yeah.
just trying to catch it out. Which I don't think I should have aggressed, but looking at that, if I did, it
Yeah,
would have
like
hit Cipher. I think I made the right call getting back to
you,
stage, but
they're
I
definitely getting back
could
to
have.
stage for sure. But like, my sort of thought process more was like, I didn't know that back air didn't break Cypher, so that changed my thought process a little. But like, realistically,
I should have forward aired. Is what I should
oh,
have done.
that too. I was thinking like, if you had an option that broke Cypher here that wasn't upbeat, you're gonna force the air dodge anyway, so you just follow the air
Yeah,
dodge. Cause like
I think the only
he has no jump. He's going to be threatened that you're coming out after him. So like, just wait for the panic and then kill him off of that.
two reliable options I have to break it, like up be sure, but like if I miss him
Hmm.
and I get back, he gets stage position.
Yeah.
So like forward air and down air are my two most reliable
Okay.
setups.
Yeah.
Forward air, I think it's better, but harder to hit. Down air, if he's recovering up, I can usually get there pretty safely and make it back in
Yeah.
time. But back no, we were talking about this earlier. Back air just does not break Cipher.
Okay. Yeah. of changes a few things.
Nair doesn't either, but
Yeah, Nair I
I don't
figured
like
not.
nairing. I don't like nairing off stage unless I'm going into the stage. Anyways,
I mean, like, it's if you want to rack up damage, it doesn't necessarily kill, but those. I'm actually curious.
down air would have killed. If
Down air would have killed, but let's see, snake back here. Yeah, snake back here. Frame 7. What do you have here?
down air's not for it. It's a lot longer.
You would have
Oh,
traded with that.
nair. Yeah.
So I was thinking up air mainly, but honestly, Loki for out another one of these things. For another one of these things and reset back to the
True.
ground.
And it would have been the trampoline hitbox, so it would have sent him up. So I could have probably up aired him too.
Oh, I
Honestly.
wasn't even thinking that. I was thinking like you'd up B there to just get the fuck out of the situation. But yeah, if you could have even got
Yeah, like if we go back a few frames, I think because it's frame 3, so
yeah, it's fine. No,
instead of
you
down
got the
there,
startup of the key out, so you would have gotten the up B.
yeah, which it would have been the trampoline hitbox, so it would have sent him up. And if he did not get hit by my second hit on when I'm up there, I could have up aired and killed him off the
I was
top.
about to say if he's not straight dead from the up B, he's at 111
It,
at the
up
top
B
of
doesn't
PS2. So
that doesn't kill. It
from
won't.
that height, really, that's crazy.
It's the first hit set knockback.
Ah, yeah. I was thinking from
Second
as high
in the
as you
second,
are.
it may have. I've never
Yeah.
been able to kill it, but up air definitely. If I
Yeah,
hit him
up
and
air
it's
sure.
the second hit, up air definitely does say it.
Yeah.
Which I've only got a handful of kills up the top with up air, but it's funny. Every time it happens, it's so funny.
I actually want to check. This doesn't have any like sort of intangible like this. No, it does not. So yeah, just like Loki.
Yeah,
If you're in that scramble situation, just like up B away. If you don't know what to do after, just like reset the situation. And if you
I
want to,
may not have been aware that I had up B back again because I up B to get to that position, right?
let's see. Yeah.
Did I? I actually don't remember. I did it. No, I had
No,
it.
you got hit.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was out of hit stun. So yeah.
yeah. So I definitely had it. That's just something I gotta be more aware of. Then.
Yeah. That roll was
Risky,
very,
stupid,
very bad, but we get away with it. But the topic here is not stuff we get away with. The topic we could be doing better.
I'm surprised that the bomb did. I mean, I think I would have got hit regardless. But did he hurtbox shift away from my bomb?
Oh, you just was barely misspaced.
I don't know if it would have killed, but it would have been close. Forward air hurts.
It wouldn't have gotten hit by the up tilt. Is the thing.
That's true. That's true. It's kind of. I think this one kind of like snowballs away from me.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, especially after an interaction like that.
Yeah.
I will say this is like I haven't been counting, but this is at least a lot of down smashes that Leslie has punished with dash attack. Either space them better or just like don't do them as much. Because this is a very specific interaction that's happened a lot this set.
Yeah, and it's an interaction that happens a lot with my set where I will down air, and it's because I saw that you can tech like a jab block people
Mm-hmm.
on the landing hitbox, and now in my mind I'm like, oh, that's safe, and I can get a punish after.
Yeah, is that either like space this down smash better or like just go for like a safer option? Because realistically, this down smash is good if you space it right.
But I just get punished for it.
He has punished the same as like down smash with dash attack like every time you've done it. So
like I said, I think that was me trying to read a roll in. Did he roll in or did he neutral get up?
Neutral, I think, because
I think I was reading a roll in, and
he missed
that's what
tech. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, he missed the tech.
Neutral get up. Yeah.
Yeah, I read the roll in, but I missed it, and that died. Yeah.
Let's see. Ah, yes, the drifting back here. That he dashed back more again.
Yeah, he definitely punched it. He had the read on me that last game for sure, but I ended up beating him the next time we played.
It's good.
So
honestly,
and then
the biggest things would be watching your drift and just like capitalizing more on advantage, because like there's a lot of situations like, oh, you're getting maybe like 10, 12, like why are you not getting 50, 60 off of this?
Yeah. For a character that has one of the best advantage states in the game, I'm not utilizing it well.
Yeah.
I know I'm not. And then my drifts, my drifts are bad.
Yeah, and you're just like, oh, you're just gonna hold forward. Respectable, I do it too.
Yeah, but
Hmm.
yeah, that's definitely I definitely gotta work on stuff like
Yeah,
that.
but like aside from that, just like general awareness of various things, like both positioning, mainly positioning was a lot of it. Like just awareness of various situations help would go a long way. But like biggest two things that just could drift in your advantage.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't think of
All
anything
right.
else that I thought of. If you have any questions or anything that you thought of that I didn't
Um,
answer.
not necessarily from what we saw, but an issue that I've been having in general is getting off the ledge.
Hmm.
I feel like no matter what option I pick, it's always the wrong one. Even when I'm like purposely trying to mix it up, I feel like whatever I picked is always the option they're covering.
Let me.
Especially when I play against Wolf. Wolf is really bad for me. I
This
cannot
is
get off the
this
ledge.
is Wolf is hard to get off ledge against, but this is the perfect situation I wanted to bring up. Well, once you get back to that right ledge, I'm not gonna
Oh,
rewind because I'll skip it. Okay. This is a very, very common habit. Not even just at like mid level, like just a lot of players. You are not trying to get off ledge here. You are trying to reversal him.
yeah,
You are playing the
I,
you are playing the corner situation. You a good player will kill you off of this. Your goal in this situation is not to reversal him. Your goal is to get out of the way, get out of the corner, and that will solve a lot of your issues. Just
yes,
get the fuck out. If they give you the
I,
reversal opportunity, you can take it, but you should not be forcing one.
yeah, I do that. I think I'm spoiled with Nair, so I try to like drop down Nair. Um, but yeah, but even when I don't, like especially my roll-ins,
Hmm.
like I feel like I roll in so little that I can get away with it, and then I don't, and I lose a stock for it. So I don't know if it's just like I need to mix up timings
Timing's usually. I was about to
better.
suggest that. So like, if you aren't mixing up your timings, doesn't necessarily matter what option you go for, because like, aside from ledge jump in this game, all the ledge options are reactable. So like, if you're doing them at the same time, they just wait for that. Especially as a character with Game and Watch, your ledge jumps are kind of hard to tell. But if you're doing them at the same timing, they don't play that part of the game.
True. Okay, so I should work on my timings a bit more.
Yeah, and just like trying to get out of the goal.
All right. I don't know if I have anything. Nothing that like I haven't talked about in the grindcore, which is like my
Yeah.
patience I need to work on. But
Hmm.
everything else I think has been covered.
Okay. Yeah, if anything else comes up, feel free to hit me up.
All right, will do.
Of
Appreciate it.
course. Of course. Yeah. I should get this
Um,
uploaded.
are you coming? Are you coming to Warehouse Wars?
I am not at work.
Man, I was gonna hope we can get some sets in.